Hello and welcome, Reds, to a breaking news episode. It's looking like it's breaking as we are this evening as well, and looks like Chiesa might be off to Napoli. We'll speak about that today. But you can see, and I do apologise, I'm slightly a bit late there, chat. Just wanted to get everything recheck and then check again as well in terms of anything just before we come on air. But as you can see from the title and the thumbnail, Liverpool have made contact with Florian Wirtz's representatives and have expressed an interest for the German attacking midfielder. Obviously, for the playmaker, if he leaves Bayer Leverkusen, and it is reported that the player is keen on moving to England as well. Reds, we'll get straight into it. It's coming from the big boss himself, really, one of the best journalists in the world in regards to footballing, and especially when it comes down to transfers as well. And yeah, quickly rattling through, Reds, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you are watching this on the repeat, make sure you do drop a like on the video. Massively helps out, and let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. This would be if Liverpool could get this deal over the line for one of the most exciting up-and-coming European attackers in world football. If he was to come in, Florian Wirtz, to this Liverpool setup, it'd arguably be one of the biggest statements in the Premier League over the last couple of seasons. Of course, City made a statement getting Erling Haaland, obviously, but I think if Liverpool could bring a player of this caliber in, it looks like we might have found the Caicedo money anyway, which is always good. Obviously, we knew we had a couple of bob anyway, but certainly Liverpool winning the Premier League this season, especially going into hopefully next season, the latter stages of the Champions League competition as well. It's looking very interesting, to say the least, as well, Reds. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. But yeah, this is looking very, very, very exciting in all regards. So yeah, as you can see there, Liverpool have made contact with Florian Wirtz's camp to express interest in signing the playmaker if he leaves Bayer Leverkusen as well. The player is keen on moving to England. LFC's admiration long-standing, but unclear whether the 22-year-old plans to exit Bayer Leverkusen, and obviously that's reporting from The Athletic as well. Chat, do let us know. Hopefully the stream isn't lagging or whatnot. Please do let us know. Obviously it's dipping. It's saying that it's slightly lagging on the thing, but hopefully it's not lagging anyway. But let us know your thoughts. Obviously, chat, and I can already see from your excitement anyway. But yeah, read it again. He just wants to see if he's interested. Unlikely that he is. Tommy, are you an Arsenal or a Manchester City fan as well? Yeah, of course. It's all well and good anyway, but it's be positive, will you, lads? It's all good. I think, and certainly straight back into it as well in terms of potentially, obviously, this is coming from Ben Bosak as well. Obviously, some interesting, great statistics from Ben. If you're Liverpool, in my opinion, you pay whatever you need to sign Florian Wirtz. He averages, on average, a 0.77 goal contributions per 90 in 196 games for Bayer Leverkusen. That's an incredible return for someone who's just turned 22 years old as well. And then obviously a little bit about in regards to that. No one has more goal-creating actions in the Bundesliga than Florian Wirtz this season, with ranking with 25 this season. Only Elise, 31, has created more big chances, 17, than him, and only Elise averages a 0.49 per 90, averaging more than him, and that is obviously coming in a 0.37 per 90. And that's the big one from bench. Where it can replace Trent's creativity. And that's certainly what Dave and everyone on Anfield Index has very much spoke about. And in terms of what potentially he could bring to Liverpool, of course, 22 years old, only just turned 22 as well, predominantly a central attacking midfielder, but he's got that functionality, the ability to play out wide in certain pockets of space, but he's really good, especially this season. As you can see there, chat, 10 goals, 12 assists in this season's campaign in the Bundesliga, which obviously in 30 games, games. Obviously, 6 goals, 1 assist in this season's Champions League. Obviously, only in 759 minutes for the German side anyway. To quickly get to his statistics as well. And maybe 1 sec there, chat. As you can see, this is obviously from FB Ref as well. In terms of the player profile, obviously where he stacks up per 90 as well. In terms of the minutes played, he's averaged he's obviously reached 3,128 minutes played this season. And just look at it's from what I've seen already this season in Champions League, as I said, no, I watched a couple of games of Bayer Leverkusen, but I know a lot of you do watch a lot more Bundesliga than me, but he's an exciting prospect in terms of he's coming to Liverpool. But looking at his data, really, in terms of passes attempted, he ranks in the 98th percentile, passes attempted. So what that shows to me, really, is he's always wanting to create. And in terms of pass completion, is extremely high, really. In terms of 80 percentile, you might go, 80 percentile for an attacking midfielder is not quite high. But when you think about it, for an attacking midfielder, that is extremely high given the attacking percentages, averages. Obviously, you're attacking forwards in European football. That to me, and obviously, it's what you want in terms of you wanting to bring in a player. Obviously, I was listening to Ian Graham as well, one of Liverpool's podcast today, and he spoke about in terms of Liverpool's former data analyst as well, in terms of when they analyse certain individual players as well, is that they want to identify certain players that want to take risks as well. Obviously, certain players have more of a higher 95, a higher percentage in terms of certain individual type of players. When they analyse the data, that indicates for him and certain data analysts as well that certain individual players are quite happy to not take a lot of risks. But in terms of 80 percentile, that to me indicates that he's wanting to take risks on the ball. And even if the pass doesn't come off, then at least he's trying to get into those little pockets of space, try and create those attacking as well. In terms of progressive passes as well, averages a 6.91. It ranks in 94th percentile in European football as well. Progressive carries, 75 percentile. Successful take-ons, very high. That's one of the best attributes of Florian Wirtz in regards to a low center of gravity. He's very predominantly bow-footed, really. Very comfortable to go on his left, comfortable to go on his right. And that certainly does indicators as well in terms that he wants to drive at attacking players as well. Apart from Liverpool, Mohamed Salah, and maybe the days of Sadio Mane, where it was very direct attacking play. But Florian, extremely capable of running at opposition players, centre halves as well. He's an absolute nightmare, really, from what I've seen in terms of the clips and certain games of Bayer Leverkusen, especially over the last 12 months, and especially Bayer Leverkusen winning it, obviously the Bundesliga last season. Of course, couldn't quite get it over the line this year, but he's been absolutely instrumental. And what that shows to me in terms of him having that capability to help his side get over the line. Of course, we spoke about Frimpong yesterday, and this to me is very, very interesting as every Liverpool fan has spoke about the creative aspects that Liverpool will of course be losing in Trent Alexander-Arnold, but certainly a player of Florian Wirtz's ability to come in to play in those central areas. But it's not just those central areas, as we said top of the show, it's those wide areas as well. And just quickly looking at obviously his profile in terms of his attacking metrics, positional wise as well, in regards, as you can see, his valuation as a player is in excess of 120, 140, 50 odd million as well. But that's certainly pocket change, really. If this lad lives up to his potential in, say, 7, 6, 8 years' time, you're looking at a player that is a big game player, certainly a lad that's going to get it over the line. Maybe, possibly our new Kevin De Bruyne. So yeah, that would be special anyway. But as you can see, his main position, a central attacking midfielder, but he's very capable to play on the left wing, play on the right wing as well in terms of adapting his game. So yeah, his last contract extension was back in 2022 as well, and his current contract does run out on June the 30th, 2027. So he's got 2 years left on his current deal. So yeah, for me, chat, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. this is a player that really excites me. Most importantly, I think this is one element of Liverpool's game, personally, from a point of view that, yes, Felipe Coutinho, a couple of years, obviously, prior, he was massive in terms of Liverpool recouping that quality as well. But I think if we all analyse Liverpool, especially with the loss of Trent, it's trying to create as many attacking opportunities throughout the pitch, whether that be through a new left back. But if Liverpool are losing Trent, you certainly need a player of the ilk of Florian Wirtz to come in and quickly repeat, obviously, David Ornstein's tweet as well. Liverpool made contact with Florian Wirtz's camp to express an interest in signing the playmaker if he leaves Bayer Leverkusen, and it's reported the player is keen on moving to England. LFC admiration long-standing but unclear whether the 22-year-old plans to exit Bayer Leverkusen or Germany as well. But as we've seen, Kicker reported this afternoon as well that allegedly Liverpool have spoke to him in regards to yesterday. A lot of news, obviously, his mum and dad, who represent Florian Wirtz, were in England over the last 24 hours as well. And a player of Florian Wirtz, especially with his entourage and representatives, will certainly be scouring the whole of European football. I personally would have felt that possibly Wirtz, Xabi Alonso going to Real Madrid, still a possibility that he can still end up there. Obviously, Bayern Munich over the last couple of weeks have been banging the drum in terms of, but for me, if I'm Florian Wirtz, Liverpool's a bigger destination, in my honest opinion. But obviously, it's just down to Florian Wirtz's camp in terms of his own thinking, really. But yeah, it's going to be one of them. Let's get to a couple of your comments as well. Chat, make sure you do drop a like, share, and subscribe as well. And if you are watching on the repeat, do let us know your thoughts in this regard. But watch this space as well, chat, because the fact that obviously David Ornstein has come out, and the main thing now, that's why I did wait a couple, like maybe an hour, because I wanted to see a bit more clarification, really, because there was a lot of reports over the last 24 hours. But the fact that we got David Ornstein, one of the biggest journalists, well, if not the biggest, my honest opinion, the biggest journalist in the footballing scene in regards to football and transfers and football, one of the best regarded anyway. The fact that he's come out now and very much backed up a lot of reports over the last 24 hours, especially over the last 2-3 hours, really, in regards to Germany. A lot of noise has been drawn up. But the fact that we've got a bit more clarification from an English journalist, it's looking very positive as well, Reds. But let us know your thoughts. This is a signal of intent. If Liverpool can get this deal over the line, bringing in a player of his caliber is certainly, and this is what obviously I spoke about on my analysis about Frimpong yesterday, in terms of obviously down that right-hand side, Florian Wirtz does certain elements of his game does drift, predominantly does favour certain left-hand channels as well, but it's about creating more goals, creating more chance creating opportunities for the Liverpool attackers. Do Liverpool go with 2 10s and then maybe, it's where I spoke on the Frimpong analysis yesterday as well, is Salah going to be picking up a bit more of a central area within the pitch, within the penalty area as well, especially if Frimpong does come in, creating that bit more width down that right-hand channel. Obviously, we've had a little link with Gertrude over the last 24 hours as well. So I'm made up, especially if Trent, obviously, reports, obviously, over the last 24 hours as well. Real Madrid are wanting to get Trent before the Club World Cup as well. And if that is the case, then it would be great if Liverpool can just start getting the ball rolling, really, and we can get Florian Wirtz over the line. I think a big money bid from Liverpool. We've certainly got the money, and especially riding high off winning a Premier League title. This wouldn't just be a statement to the likes of us, to Manchester City. If we can beat City, if we can beat Bayern Munich to a player of this ability, it's a signal to the rest of Europe as well that we do mean business, not just on English soil, but certainly going into European competition as well. He is not just a signing for now, he's a signing for the future as well. He's playing at such an elite level already at the age of 22. He's only going to be getting better, and the statistical data-wise is only going to be getting better as well. I think Ian Graham spoke about, obviously, when he analysed in terms of the lads over the last couple of seasons at Liverpool, in terms of Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes, and certainly Richard Hughes now being one of the big bosses anyway in terms of recruitment. it's about getting that type of caliber, and then certainly that age bracket as well, 21 to 23 years old as well. We are, especially if we can continue to win now. You've got Ryan Gravenberch, what is he, 22, 23, Florian Wirtz if he is to come in as well. So, McAllister, Dominic Szoboszlai as well. Dom's only, 22, 23. So, it's very positive, Reds. I'm hoping we do get it. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Chat, so much negativity as well. Yeah, I tell you, if Liverpool did get this over the line anyway, that people would still find very much a downbeat, really, narrative. Mainly probably because the Manchester United or Manchester City fans as well anyway. But yeah, Reds, watch this space. As I said, plenty to get stuck into. Hopefully we do find out a bit more over the last 24 hours. But as we said at the top of the show, as David Ornstein did allude to, he's going to be speaking to a lot of European clubs as well, not just Liverpool. But certainly let's hope Liverpool's pitch to Florian was a very good one at that, really. We are one of the biggest destinations in European football, especially if you can't go to Real Madrid. But the thing with Real Madrid and Xabi Alonso, this is where I felt personally he might have gone to Real, could still go to Real Madrid, but you're looking at the amount of attacking talent that Real Madrid do possess at the minute. Obviously, Jude Bellingham, Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr. as well. Will be intriguing who Xabi Alonso does bring into their football club. Predominantly a left-sided defender anyway, and especially the full-backs, Trent, obviously being one of the main key points, really, of him joining Xabi Alonso's setup, facilitating down that right-hand side, or maybe a bit more of a central number 6 role in his system. So, Reds, yeah, it's it's not another. It's not PR anyway, chap. We are one of the biggest football clubs, and the quicker certain sections of our fan base actually understand, the owners have certainly put the money up anyway. If Liverpool see and identify a top talent, like we done with Virgil van Dijk, like we done with Alisson Becker, and I know everyone goes, we sold Coutinho, but still we capitalised on a market opportunity. And I feel, and the football club we've got Salah's contract sorted, Virgil van Dijk as well. And one of the main remits of those two lads signing would have been bringing in reassurances from the football club, from their own sporting vision as well. They're not going to be signing new deals if they didn't think or feel that the football club would very much back up their ambitions as well. Let's not just win our only Premier League, 2 titles in 5 years. Let's make that 4, 5, 6 titles in 8 years, Reds. No waiting about. Liverpool Football Club is one of the biggest institutions in European football, and we're the biggest team in England anyway, certainly. But yeah, Reds, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. So, as David said there, Florian Wirtz and Frimpong, yeah, obviously 2. You've probably seen the report over the last couple of weeks as well, saying a lot of images, their affiliation to both players were very, very, very close in regards to them personally as well. So, but yeah, obviously plenty of content to get stuck into on Anfield Index as well, chat. Make sure you do check in. Obviously, at 7 o'clock, what time are we on now? In 47 minutes time as well. They obviously, Trev and Jan Molby will be reacting to Florian Wirtz, giving their expert insight as well on Florian Wirtz and all the latest transfer news, and of course, building into obviously the Brighton game and reflecting on obviously the big talking points as well. So plenty to get stuck into, Reds, across the board. Obviously, Dave and Bart will be obviously doing a data analysis, expert analysis in regards to Florian Wirtz as well, but much better than certainly than I've done today anyway. But yeah, just reacting to the news as well, Reds. But as Mike said there, it's intriguing, Mike, and chat. The most important thing going into next season for Liverpool, I feel personally, is you can never have enough good footballers at your football club. The more option and the more flexibility Arne Slot has got, whether that be in the Premier League, whether that be in the Champions League as well, the more talent we have within the squad, and Arne Slot to just look at the bench and go, sounds got some very good bench options as well. And I think, to apologise, I mentioned it as well. There's so much news flying in over the last couple of hours as well. It's looking like Federico Chiesa, this is from, I think it's coming from Gazzetta dello Sport. In Italy, it's reported Napoli have made an official proposal to Federico Chiesa, a loan deal with an option to buy, whilst Liverpool wants an obligation to buy. The player is enthusiastic about the return to Italy. There's optimism on the deal, which is at an advanced stage as well. And that's where freeing up of wages, a position within the squad as well, opens up for Florian or any other potential players coming in over the next couple of weeks as well. Reds, be confident, believe. Like, we are Liverpool Football Club. There's money there to be spent. And I know the football club and these owners in the big moments of the football club over the last couple of seasons as well have backed the football club. They will put money if the player's right, if the data department analyze and pinpoint, whether it be Florian Wirtz or certain individual players, marketing opportunities as well. The money's there. We've generated a lot. What we're doing from a commercial standpoint as well, the owners have shown already over the last couple of seasons as well. And the most important transfer that Liverpool could have made over the last 12 months was the manager. And certainly Liverpool have got one of the best infrastructures in European football in regards to the data departments and most importantly, the running of the football club as well. We only have to look down the motorway to see the absolute mess of that other football club anyway. So, yeah, we're flying in the league, and let's hope now we do see a bit more over the next 48 hours or a bit more news coming out. And I tell you, if a bit more positive, more news comes out of Florian Wirtz potentially joining Liverpool, and if Liverpool put the money, and that's the most important aspect, chat, Liverpool will have the money there. If he becomes available, he's through the roof in terms of European football. He's in the top three. For me personally, you got Musiala, you got Florian Wirtz. Foden's fell off a cliff really over the last 12 months. But in terms of the two best attacking midfielders in European football, in terms of the age profile as well and potential going forward, Musiala and Florian Wirtz, especially in the Bundesliga. But yeah, it would be unfair for a lot of the other Bundesliga teams if Bayern Munich did have both attacking midfielders at the football club. And maybe, that's why Florian might be swaying possibly away from a move to Bayern Munich, considering obviously he's already got Musiala there, obviously. So it's plenty to go here. Which would be biggest spot. Then City, big up their accounts as well. Biggest spot in City as well. The thing is, though, buds, we are one of the biggest destinations in European football. The fact that we've obviously won the Premier League joint level now with Manchester United, let's hope we do eclipse them in the next couple of seasons as well, and make ourselves a bastion of invincibility, as Shankly once said. But Arne and the lads, Arne's in Ibiza, and rightly so, enjoying his time off. And obviously the lads are in Dubai with it, celebrating what has been a fantastic season as well. And they deserve the time off. And I'll tell you what, if we can complement their hard work, all these players this season, some players might leave, of course. We understand that. But if you're bringing in a type of player like Florian Wirtz, chat, if no one's seen a lot of this lad, if he is to come to Liverpool and if we can get this deal over the line, wow. He's one of the most attacking, creating, exciting players in European football. And it only just turned 22 years old as well. If you bring him in on a 5-6 year deal, and when you space the transfer fee, I know everyone might gulp at the potential fee in the future. If this deal does come to a bit more truth as well, in terms of very rapidly as well, you're looking at what, 120, 140, 50 odd million, but over the space of a 6-7 year period, if Liverpool did get the deal, it's really pocket change. And as we know in European football, the installment basis of modern day transfers, it's not always a fact that you're just going to throw 150 million, 120 million straight away. It's going to be a staggered payment, 20, 30 odd million over the course of a 5-6 year period to buy a Leverkusen as well. So watch the space, Reds. So yeah, there's a lot of attacking opportunity. But yeah. Big up there, Red for Life. And that's the thing, no, bud. Red for Life, a bit like it's a bit like Leicester when they won the league, bud. No disrespect to Leicester or Bayer Leverkusen, they're not two of the biggest teams in their respected leagues. Maybe if obviously say Jamie Vardy, when if it was Man City, he played for them when he won the league, but he played for Leicester. Fair enough. Jamie Vardy stayed at the football club. You're looking at Riyad Mahrez, the main two players when you analyse, bit similar with Bayer Leverkusen as well. Mahrez left Leicester to Manchester City, and N'Golo Kante left. So they were two of the biggest stars of that team. And sadly, if you're a Bayer Leverkusen fan, maybe if you reinvest that, but when you're losing a manager like Xabi Alonso, how much of an impact he's had on the club. He's left Real Madrid. You'll have Florian Wirtz leaving. You'll have a big chunk of the core of that Bayer Leverkusen team leaving. And Florian and certainly Frimpong, the two biggest possible exports of that Bayer Leverkusen team that will be looking to vie and wanting to get, because their valuation at this moment in time will never be as big as it has been this summer, given the last 48, given the last 24 months anyway, that both of those players. So yeah, it's difficult. No respect to Leverkusen or Leicester. Like when you have a big achievement as a football club, it's extremely difficult to regain your players unless you're going to be throwing silly wages at certain individual players as well. But yeah, it's but all the City fans chiming in now as well. the City fans are flapping it as well. Yeah, where's the Chelsea as well. Yes, yeah, there's been a lot, as Dan said there. Cherky, telling you what, Dan, I know obviously Cherky, obviously the lads will be speaking about it tonight as well. He's been, well, there's already Dave and Trev spoke about on the transfer show, Reds. Plenty of content to get stuck into on Anfield Index. If you tune in for the first time, make sure you do hit that subscribe button down below. Plenty of content to get stuck into. It's been a chock-a-block a day today, and it certainly will be over the next couple of days as well. So make sure you do tune in. And yeah, we've got expert data analysts as well on the channel, in terms of their unique perspective, in terms of giving all you the best data where he possibly could fit in at Liverpool. Of course, he'll get straight into the start 11, but in terms of how he would adapt potentially from a tactical perspective as well. But yeah, chat, hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like on the video. But Reds, we'll quickly recap for anyone just tuning in now. As we said, Florian Wirtz, one of the best attacking midfielders in European football, and at his age range as well, only just turned 22 years old. But for anyone just tuning in this evening, to conclude here, Liverpool, David Ornstein, Liverpool made contact with Florian Wirtz's camp to express interest in signing the playmaker if he leaves Bayer Leverkusen, and he's keen on moving to England. The FC admiration, long-standing, unclear whether the 22-year-old plans to exit Bayer Leverkusen. He certainly will be, David, and be honest. Obviously, that's my honest opinion. He's certainly moving from Bayer Leverkusen. He's not staying for another, unless he does it, he runs down his contract. But yeah, he's staying, really. He's leaving their football club anyway. But we either moving to Bayer Leverkusen, Bayern Munich, Liverpool, Man City, or Real Madrid. For me, they're the only four teams that he will be moving to this summer. And let's hope now, personally, he moves to Liverpool, because, yeah, all good. So, exciting, Reds. If you're not excited about this, then I'm sorry. Like this, we've just won the league. We've won our 20th league title. We're flying under Arne Slot. And Arne Slot's only been here, a year? And he's, Van Dijk signed a new deal. Salah signed a new deal. Wirtz, if he comes in, we are one of the biggest destinations, if not the biggest destination, in the Premier League as well. I know City have been good, but we're the biggest club in England. Sorry, City fans, but we are. So it's one of them. It's going to be one of them. It's going to be interesting. And yeah, got rejected, but yeah, there's plenty to get through in the chat as well. Just feeling. But yeah, just imagine, big up there, Alex. Maybe 1 sec there. Just imagine where it's feeding over there. Tell you, it's exciting. Yeah. Boring to see. Yeah. No one wants to be joining Arsenal when they're just lobbing balls into the penalty box off corners. Maybe if Peter Couch comes back out of retirement, shout out to Peter anyway. What a player, by the way. But yeah, it's yeah. Florian Wirtz doesn't want to be getting sat in the 6-yard box when he's trying to defend a set piece for Arsenal or whatnot. No chance. Yeah. no one wants to sign for Arteta. I certainly do. If you had to pick over Pep or Arne Slot, you're certainly not going to. If you had the choice of those two managers over Arteta, you know which two clubs that you might be going to anyway. But yeah, so plenty to get stuck into. The chat's going absolutely berserk today, chat. As I said, if you ever want to get your comments read out on Anfield Index, especially when it's going like this, get your super chats in as well, everyone. But Reds, that will conclude today. Anyway, Reds, as I said, plenty to get stuck into this evening. Moby on the spot will be live in 36 minutes, so put your notification bell on as well. Do get involved with Trev and obviously Jan as well. Be interesting to get Trev. We'll be asking Jan Moby's expert insight, obviously one of the legendary Liverpool midfielder, about his unique perspective and analysis, really, on one of the best attacking midfielders in Wales football as well. And yeah, so tune into that, Reds. That's live at 7. You put your notification bell on as well. We'll plenty to get stuck into over the next couple of days as well, especially if Ornstein comes out with another tweet and we see a bit more developing. This is very much a very quickly developing news story, Reds. And for me, if I'm being honest, all my analysis over the years when I've covered Liverpool stories as well, it's these deals are usually have been in the pipeline for a very long time, really. And yeah, positive, Reds. Right, I'll shut up. Reds, look after yourself. Hit that subscribe button down below if you are new to Anfield Index. As I said, there'll be plenty of shows to get stuck into across the board on Anfield Index in regards. But yeah, big up there, Reds. Look after yourself. And yeah, you'll never walk alone. Florian Wirtz potentially looking like he might be coming to Liverpool. We very much expressed an interest for the young German attacking midfielder, one of the best attacking midfielders in European football as well. But Reds, you never walk alone. And yeah, see you later.